Hey you guys, it's Curtis and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. This is episode 4, and in the last video we ended up making this little furnace contraption where we put stuff in the top and then it'll smelt it, throw everything into a chest at the end. But the problem I'm having now is that all the potatoes I put in have gotten stuck in the hoppers. The coal was able to come through, but for some reason the potatoes are not, so I'm going to have to troubleshoot this and figure it out. I'm thinking that maybe we can use hoppers right here and set up something else to put things in the bottom slot, and I think that'll work. So let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, so that's definitely not going to work. I'm going to have to figure that out. So let's go ahead and remove this. We'll start setting up the next part of it. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to wrap around like that, which isn't going to work, so we're going to have to figure that out. Slowly but surely. So put that there. Oh, okay. It should have gone the other way, but okay. I don't make the rules. Go ahead and set that. Ugh, okay. Dang it. I think this is going to be really frustrating for me. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Did anything else get damaged, or was it just the dirt? Oh. Let's see how bad it was. It doesn't look like there's any other monsters nearby, but gosh, that is frustrating. Okay, it doesn't look like it destroyed anything important, just the little dirt wall I made. I'm gonna have to fix this with stone eventually. For now, that'll do. Let's fill that up. Let's add a couple more pieces right here. I only have 3 pieces of dirt, but at least that's a decent start to that piece of the wall. Let's go ahead and try finishing this. Let's remove that. Put that there. Alright, yeah, that works. Let's go get some more dirt. And then let's go ahead and put a piece right there. Remove this and add a little bit more on the top, and that'll prevent the minecarts from going over the edges. And then let's set up the rest of it over here. I need to add in a powered rail for this part. Do I have one with me? Yeah, I have this one. Go ahead and set that. Ugh, dang it! Oh, this is so frustrating. Let's. Oh man. And a lot of them are going right into the hoppers. That's not too good. Let's go ahead and set up this bottom one. Okay, so far so good. I need to get this top one set up. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, remove that. A piece of dirt, and then add the top one. Remove that top one, and add the other piece. Awesome. So now I just need to power this up. Got some redstone torches. Sweet. Now I just need to do the bottom one. Oh. I guess some of these hoppers still have stuff in them. I'll have to figure out which ones have what. But it looks like most of them have potatoes and rails, which is probably not what I want for this setup. Let's see, yep, some more. What about these? That doesn't have any rails. I can't get to that one, I don't think. Let's see, let's throw this on somewhere on one of those tracks. Okay, send you off. There we go. It's going back and forth. That's exactly what we want. We're going to do the same thing for the bottom one, but I need a minecart with a chest in it. Alright, there we go. Awesome, so let's put the potatoes in that one, and then the fuel is already in there, so it should be cooking. Why isn't it working? Potatoes are going in. Oh, okay. forgot. Fuel goes on bottom, food goes on top. So I'm gonna have to empty out all these. Let's go ahead and troubleshoot that. So we're gonna clear this out. We're gonna be able to access it now. So that one's empty. That one has coal at the top. This one has coal at the top. That one has coal at the top. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and fix that. So we're gonna put the food at the top and the coal at the bottom, and perfect, we got it working. That's awesome. So now it should be baking the potatoes and putting them in the chest to the side. Let's go take a look at that, make sure it's working correctly. We should have some baked potatoes down there by now. And there we go. We got 4 in there, and it should just be working out exactly what we want it to do. Let's see, yep, smelting them, perfect. Nice. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and start on a farm area. I cleared out most of the original farmland that the villagers had, and I'm gonna make a pretty big one over here. So I'm actually gonna put it in a time lapse for us, and I'll talk over it. Alright, so got our time lapse going on. I didn't realize just how much fence I was gonna need, so I'm gonna have to go back and forth quite a bit in this time lapse. But the reason that I am putting this fence is I've had a lot of trouble with villagers in the past, especially like the farmer villagers. They will enter the farm, they'll remove, like let's say this had all carrots in it, and they happen to be carrying like a bunch of seeds. They'll take out all the carrots and replace them with wheat seeds, and then I'll lose all the carrots farms that I originally had. So I really don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna make sure this is closed off and they can't get to it. So I have all my potatoes, I have carrots, I have wheat seeds, I have beetroot, and I do need to clear out some more area so that we can have more room. And you'll also notice that I am putting all these crops in a row. I don't know why it's set up this way, but in Minecraft, if your crops are not in a row and they're all right next to each other, like let's say I fill up this whole area with farmland, and there's no space between any of the crops, what we're going to end up happening is a lot of them will grow slower, and we don't really want that, do we? So yeah, and then you'll also notice that I am putting down some trapdoors for some of them. I'm going to have to do it for all of them eventually. At this point in the video, I had forgotten that I had the trapdoors in my inventory. But what I'm doing is I'm putting trapdoors over the water so that if I need to, I can always just walk over them without having to worry about falling in the water and having to jump out and perhaps even crush my crops as I'm walking. Really don't want that. So I'm setting this up. I'm going to take this time to remind you guys that if you're not already, you can subscribe by clicking on that subscribe button and that notification bell if you want to get notified for any upcoming videos or videos that I post once a week. And if you're not already, you can follow me on Twitter or support me on Patreon, both at Curtis Does a Dig. And again, I'll remind you guys that all the Patreon supportage will go to helping me realize my ultimate dream of producing some amazing content. I mean, I'm going to try producing amazing content no matter what, but the Patreon supporting will help me out greatly. I really want to open up a realm and maybe even a server on Java, because right now all I'm doing is playing on the Bedrock edition, so it's a lot different. I don't know how to host my own server on Bedrock, but I think hosting it on Java, there's a lot more tutorials on how to do so. But I'm going to need funding to be able to do something like that, and I think we can get some really cool projects going and some cool worlds starting up. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!